What's going on, guys? We are back for a leg day workout. We have the Ghost energy drink. Fun fact, this tastes exactly like Sprite. So if you are a Sprite lover, try the citrus Ghost energy drink. I drink it, I don't even open it all the way. I just do a little crack and a little suck, and then boom, you're good to go. But today I'm going to teach you guys, if you don't know how to deadlift, we're going to do conventional deadlifts. And to be honest, I haven't deadlifted in probably like 2 to 3 months, and that's not because I think it's a bad lift. It's just I'm focused on cutting weight. I don't need to focus on the compound lifts like deadlift or bench or squat, but I haven't deadlifted in a while, and so I want to get back at it, really work these legs. And so we're going to do a little deadlift tutorial today. All right, so we are I think it's 6 weeks out from our first bodybuilding show. I say 6 weeks out, it might be longer. The first possible show is 6 weeks out. If I don't get lean enough, coach said we can just pick a different show. There's a bunch happening in October, September, October. But coach, we are, not coach. Coach has really made it tough now. On Wednesday, I sent in my check-in, and we are now doing 30 minutes of morning fasted cardio before I get any food in my body. And then he wants me to work out more in the afternoon, and then right after that workout, 20 minutes of more cardio, and my heart rate has to be at around 150, or I'm doing it a little bit above because go above and beyond. And then my calories will cut yet again. So we're on survival mode right now. We are just surviving off of caffeine and hope. So we're gonna try and get this workout in. This is the first day where I did that morning cardio, and then I'm gonna do cardio after this workout. So feeling a little drained, but I'm just keeping it real with you guys. So, all right, guys, before we start, what do you think of the Young LA shirt? It's extra large, and I normally wear extra large, but golly, this sucker is tight. I mean, I think we're looking good, but do I look like I have a child small shirt on, or I don't know? Is it looking good? Let me know in the comments. All right, guys, step one for deadlifting. We got to find our stance. So where you want your feet placed is right below your hips. If you go a little bit wider than that, you're gonna have more movement from your knees. If you go a little bit more narrower than your hips, you're gonna have more movement from your hips. So should a good rule of thumb, right below the hips. Step 1.5, you gotta have some nice sexy short shorts. The shorter the better. If they are too long, feel free to pull them up. If the underwear isn't showing, then they're too long. So once we got our foot placement, now we're gonna talk about hand placement. You want them just outside of the knees, so going down about right here. They're just outside the knees. Now there's two ways you can, well, technically 3 ways you can grip it. First one is over under, and what that's gonna do, it's gonna lock in the bar from really twisting because you're holding an alternate grip. Second way is a thumb grip, or a hook grip, that's what they call it. So it's where you grab the bar, but then you also lock your thumb underneath like that and then grip it. Extremely painful, but that's what a lot of powerlifters do. If you train like that, then you'll get used to it over time, and then you'll be chilling. The third way, that's how I'm gonna do it. We're just gonna go over, and then we're gonna use some straps. Some people say it's cheating, but I'm not a powerlifter, I'm a bodybuilder, so I'm not trying to work forearms. We're all about the legs, so we're gonna strap up. I'll show you how to strap up and everything too. So we've got our stance, we've got our grip. We're gonna over for this one just to demonstrate. You want the bar, you don't want it touching your shins, because if it's touching your shins, you're not gonna be able to clear your knees, and you're gonna do this weird little worm movement. If you look at the side, you want my shoulders just right over the bar. You don't want them over, or you don't want them way back here. Just have your shoulders, boom, like a straight line down. I see this online a lot, and it makes me cringe seeing it. You'll see a lot of people when they go to deadlift, they just jerk it up, and I'm like, ooh, don't do that. You wanna pull the slack out of the bar, and so what that looks like, when you hear that click when you're pulling it, that's when all the slack is pulled out, because the metal has clicked against the metal and there's no more slack. So pull the slack out, and then the next part you want to do is engage your lats. So instead of just having everything forward like this, you want to pull your lats back, push your chest up, and then once that's all set in place, you stand up. All right guys, so for straps, like I talked about, that's how I'm gonna do it today. It might feel weird at first. The first time I used straps, I was like, what the heck is this? Super weird, but it is fantastic once you get used to it. So how I like to do it, I like to make a little barbell sandwich. Our hand is the top piece of bread. The barbell is the ingredient, and then this, that's our bottom piece of bread. And so we're gonna wrap it in the direction that it's going out. So top piece of bread, barbell, strap, and you're just gonna wrap it around, and you can even do this with one hand. See, I'm just wrapping it nice and tight, and then you just wanna squeeze it. Same thing with the other side. And then before you deadlift, the bar is twisty, so you can just really crank the tightness. Boom, baby, you are ready to deadlift. You probably see me wearing shoes all the time in my videos, and that's because I don't want to deadlift with really like puffy soles. So like this, it's a nice flat bottom. This is all hard rubber. I think those like Nike or Adidas shoes, they have really squishy heels, which is fantastic for running, you know, anything athletic where you're on your feet a lot. But when you deadlift, it's gonna throw you off balance because, you know, you're pushing all this weight off the ground, but then you're sinking into that marshmallow. So it's kind of like trying to like squat or deadlift on a beanbag, you know, that's just, you're not gonna get very good results and you could hurt yourself. So make sure you have flat shoes. And if you're feeling really frisky, just pop off the bad boy. Let those dogs breathe, you know. You want to act like you are gripping the earth. So almost kind of spread those toes and lock them in, kind of like they're claws. And once you have gripped them in, you want to act like you are tearing the earth apart, but don't actually do it. All right, so let's put it all together. Come up to the bar. We find our placement right below the hips. We make sure the bar is not touching our shins. We are gonna go down, grab the bar just outside of our knees. Using straps if you want, you can use the hook grip, over, under. All right, and then we gotta make sure our shoulders are right above the bar. And then lastly, we're going to rise with the chest, push down with the hips. Squeeze with the glutes. And then a lot of people, I see this all the time too, they'll just drop the bar, but it's like, no, don't drop the bar. Let it slowly come back down. Because if you're just dropping it, you're not getting that negative where you have to hold it up and keep it from dropping. So then you're not even working your hamstrings on the way down. So let's actually put on some weight and see how much we can do today. I keep burping up eggs. Don't drink Ghost Energy or any carbonated drink and eat eggs. You're gonna kill everyone in the gym. There's an old lady back there passed out from my egg burps, so we'll have to call the ambulance after the workout's done. All right guys, well, that's how you deadlift. If you can't deadlift after this video, then you're either a lost cause or you just need to rewatch it again. So if you're in that boat, do one of the following. But that's it for today. Make sure you subscribe, it really helps out the channel. And then plus, I get to see who you are. And if you're a fan, I'll be like, oh, Jimmy John subscribed. I love you, Jimmy John. So thanks for watching, and we will catch you in the next video.